Welcome back, fans of CMU Sports. You're now tuning into a very special Halloween edition of Maverick Postgame, where you'll be updated on all the horrifying highlights, spooky stats, and ghoulish analysis of your Colorado Mavs.
Hello everyone, I am Ryan Biller.
And I'm Justin Platt. Let's look back at all the action that took place this week involving our Colorado Mavs. The Colorado Mesa Mavericks women's soccer team, 8-5-1, 5-4-1 in RMAC, led by Madison Rasmus and Sydney Hathaway, to help defeat the Adams State Grizzlies to 2-0 Friday afternoon at ASU. The Mavericks recorded both goals in the first half to secure the win. Emily Signorio started as goalkeeper and recorded 4 saves while allowing 0 goals. Madison Rasmus was the first to strike, scoring the first goal of the game in the 14th minute. Later in the first half, Sydney Hathaway scored the Mavericks' second goal in the 30th minute. As a team, the Mavericks recorded 9 shots throughout this match and put each on a frame. The Mavs then traveled to Durango Sunday only to fall to Fort Lewis Skyhawks in a score of 3-2. The Mavs are now 8-6-1 on the season and 5-5-1 in RMAC. The Mavericks were ahead by 1 goal with 10 minutes remaining in regulation, but gave up a goal in the final minute, which tied the game and sent the match into overtime, allowing Fort Lewis to net the game-winning goal. This is the Mavericks' 3rd overtime game of the season and their 2nd overtime loss of the year. As a team, the Mavs took 6 shots on goal to the Skyhawks' 5. However, Mesa only capitalized on 2 of them to Fort Lewis's 3. Fort Lewis had 4 saves to Mesa's 2, as well as only 12 fouls to Mesa's 15. The Mavericks will return home to Walker Field next weekend for the final games of the regular season. They will face Dixie State at 4 p.m. on Friday, November 1st, and Westminster on November 3rd at 11 a.m. Sunday's games will be the first half of a Maverick doubleheader, as the Colorado Mesa men's team will take on Adams State at 1:30 p.m. on Walker Field. Both men's and women's programs will honor this year's seniors on Sunday, November 3rd. The 2019 Women's Soccer RMAC Tournament will begin on November 8th and will feature the conference's top 8 teams and be hosted by the number 1 seed.
Colorado Mesa women's volleyball swept Westminster College in a 25-22, 25-20, 25-16 series of domination put on by the Mavericks. Both teams are now 9-3 in RMAC play, and CMU is now 13-7 overall. CMU had 6 players with 6 or more kills during Friday's win, as Casey Guilford led the way with a dozen. The Mavericks also limited the Griffins to 37 kills and a .178 team hitting percentage, and have now defeated them in 9 straight matches. After Mesa's strong performance Friday, they took a step back, falling 3-1 against Dixie State on Saturday. In the 22-25, 25-21, and 16-25, 13-25 loss, the Mavs hit at a 1.24 clip, opposed to Dixie State's .279 hitting percentage. Along with that, the Mavs more than doubled the errors of Dixie State, committing 30 to the Trailblazers' 14. The Mavs also had 49 kills to Dixie State's 50 and only 4 blocks to Dixie State's 16. CMU is now 13-8 overall and still in sole possession of 4th place at 9-4 in the RMAC. They will play the final 5 matches of the regular season at home in hopes of clinching a top 4 spot, which would allow them to host an RMAC tournament quarterfinal. The Mavericks begin their home stand on Friday, November 1st at 7 p.m. against Fort Lewis.
Before the football game Saturday, we had a chance to chat with some of the fans about the upcoming bout between CMU and Black Hills State in another Maverick Postgame All Access. What's up, Mavs? Welcome back. I'm Justin Platt reporting from Stalker Stadium for Mav Postgame All Access. Today I'm with
Tim Foster.
Welcome, Tim. Thank you for coming on the show. Are you excited for the game today?
I think so. I think we got a good shot. Let's go show them what we got, avoid some mistakes, come away with a win, right?
Absolutely. What do you think of the team so far this season?
I think they're up and down, and I think if they can level it out, they can be really, really good.
What's going on, guys? It's Dalen here with All Access with Mav Postgame. I'm here with Mindy, Tasia, and Carly. Thank you guys for being here. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. Just keep the answers kind of short so I know where to take the interview. So do you know football?
Kind of.
Do you know school spirit?
Yes.
How do you feel about the inevitable heat death of the universe and how it correlates to quantum mechanics? All right, awesome. So we're going to take that from the first question in that case. So, you know, football, it's homecoming week. This is a big deal. This is the end goal. What do you think is going to happen tonight? How do you feel this is going to play out?
I think CMU is going to win.
Awesome. And with you, school spirit, you know, it being homecoming, school spirit is arguably the biggest part of all of it. Do you think that the Mavs have the school spirit to make this a homecoming to remember?
Oh, of course.
I'm with
Parker, Noah, Izzy, Calvin, Reed.
Hey guys, how you enjoying the game so far?
Good.
You guys liking it? Is this your first game you've been to?
No.
What other games have you guys been to?
I've been to all of them. Yeah, all of them. I've been to lots of them. All of them.
Do you guys have any family members playing in this game?
No. My doctor's son is doing it. Yeah.
Oh, are you guys all friends?
No. Us are. I know someone in the game. Brother and sister, and that's our cousin, and he's just.
Okay, so you guys all came out to support Mavs?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to sign off, guys. Can I just get a go Mavs from you guys?
Go Mavs!
I am here with the Mav, the myth, the legend himself, Rowdy. Thank you so much for being here. How do you think the game's going so far? Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Well, honestly, folks, how can you follow up an answer like that? Thank you so much. That was amazing. We really appreciate you having you here. With All Access, live-ish at Stoker Stadium, I'm Dalen Brazelton.
Justin Platt reporting live from Stoker Stadium before the game. It's homecoming weekend. I'm with Gary. Gary, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Great day.
You excited for the game today?
Yeah, you bet.
So I hear this game has a lot of importance to you. Why is that?
Well, I have a grandson who's playing for South Dakota, and then I got a grandson that actually attends Mesa. That's why the split uniform.
Oh, so you got a foot on both sides, I see.
Well, maybe I'll sit in the 50-yard line.
Oh, that's perfect. I see you got a cowbell here. What's that for?
Well, I have a history behind this. In 1956, 57, and 58, my dad rang this cowbell for me when I played in high school football. I rang it for my two sons when they played in football, and now I'm ringing it for my grandsons.
Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on the show. Have a good game. And let's go Mavs. Following the interviews, the Mavs proceeded to annihilate Black Hills State in a 58-21 win. The Mavs put up 14 points in the first 2 minutes of the game as Justin White took the opening kickoff 100 yards to the house for the first score of the game. That was then followed by an interception by Nick Sissio, who took it 32 yards for another Maverick touchdown. Colorado Mesa got the ball for the third time with no opposing points on the board and no time to waste. Bollinger moved it down the field as KJ Sapp caught a pass for another 18-yard gain, which was then followed by Bollinger taking it in himself for an 8-yard score. Later in the quarter, Bollinger connected with Rodriguez on a screen pass for an 11-yard touchdown. The Mavericks ended the first quarter with 28-0, a lead over the Yellow Jackets. Black Hills State finally scored on a carry by Peyton Gilmore to make the score 28-7. After trading scoreless drives, the Yellow Jackets had the ball on their own 22-yard line where Dylan Tate intercepted a deflected pass for a pick six to regain the Maverick 28-point lead, 34-7, with under 6 minutes left in the half. When the Yellow Jackets got the ball back, it didn't last long after Samate forced a fumble that was recovered by White. The next time the BHSU offense took the field, Evan connected with Gilmore to make a score 34-14. Later in the second, Rodriguez would take it in for the touchdown to make it 41-14 at halftime. In the third, Isaac Maestas would score on a 1-yard touchdown run with 5:37 remaining in the quarter. In the fourth, Colorado Mesa brought in their third quarterback of the game, Rope Rule, after Aaron Howard got some playtime in the third. Rule kept the offense rolling and scored on a 1-yard run late in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks improved to 4-4 overall and 4-3 in conference play. The Mavs will have 2 consecutive road games coming up. Next week on Saturday, November 2nd, Mesa is headed to St. George to take on Dixie State University at 1 p.m. at Trailblazer Stadium. The Mavericks will return home for their final game of the season on November 16th at Ralph Stalker Stadium at 1 p.m. to take on New Mexico Highlands University. This week, I had the great pleasure of talking to one of our own CMU bowlers, Gabby Pineda, and we went to the alley to shoot yet another Mav postgame off the bench.
What's up, guys? Today I'm back with Gabriella Pineda, and we're gonna be doing some bowling for you. So let's get it right into it. Come at me. So we're about halfway through the game. Gabby has a bit of a lead on me. Slight lead. But I think it's time to bust out the big guns.
All right.
So let's tune right into it. I will warn you, I'm undefeated with this baby. Ba-boom! Am I in your head right now? Can you see through me? Can you see through me? We only care about W's. I'm destroying her right now. Okay, it's the final shot of the game. The score is currently 151 to 74. I need a miracle to win, but I think I can pull it off.
Good luck, Charlie.
Before my final shot, I need the hype of my team. Be the ball. I am the ball. We are the ball. No, that's not. I'm the ball. LeBron James, let's do it. Let's do it! Okay, so the final score is Gabby, 169, me, 90. Not a bad start, I'd say. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Please come back anytime you want. I need a rematch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my rematch. That didn't work like I thought it would.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's episode. Thank you so much to Gabby Pineda for the game, and thank you all at home for tuning in. With that being said, I'm your host, Justin Platt.
And I'm Ryan Biller.
We'll see you next week, and of course, have yourselves a amazing day and a safe Halloween.